Hello, I'm Michael Rosen, and I'd like to tell you about my new book, The Missing. This book starts by telling the story of my childhood. Here's a picture of me, aged 10. But the story goes back all the way to the Second World War and what happened to my family during that time. You probably know about the Second World War already. I'm sure you know that lots of people died during the war, and not just on the battlefields. When I was a boy, I didn't know whether my relatives were among those people who died. Stories used to hang in the air about French and Polish great aunts and great uncles who were there before the war and weren't after. What happened? I'd ask. Don't know, my family would say. And it was true. They genuinely didn't know. It didn't make any sense to me. How could people just disappear like that? People with whole lives. People with families who loved them. So over many years, I tried to find out exactly what happened. The search took me to several different countries, and this book is the result. I've included poems too, written over the years. I'd like to share one with you now. It's called The Absentees. There are gaps, there are blanks in the house of my life. There's a face, nothing more, something gone from my life. She was here, he was there, in the rooms of my life. There's a place for them both in the words of my life. This book is about things that happened to my family. They were forced to run, to flee and hide. When I turn on the TV now, some 80 years later, I see thousands of families that have been forced to run from new wars, driven into hiding and sometimes losing their lives. So I hope this book becomes part of a bigger conversation about the refugee crisis, about how to find fair and decent ways of helping people like my relatives.